Hey everyone, welcome to YoungMindTheKnowledgeHub. Today I came with an interesting topic about international relationship and border dispute of two countries, that is India and China. As we know that relationship between these two countries is not from few years. These countries shared very good relationship in the past from 2000 years because we have the evidence for this relationship, and we read in our history books about Chinese pilgrims often visited to India and stayed under the auspices of the kings. Nowadays, we are hearing about the face off between the two armies in the border. As we all know, these disputes are intentionally created by China. But why? What are the reasons behind this? I will explore all the truth behind this intention of China in this video. This is the complete series of India and China's relationship and border dispute from past to present. I will bring this in many parts, so don't miss out any video. For that, you have to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon below. So let's begin. Before going to know the reason behind this dispute, it's very important to know the borders of these two countries. Here, borders are divided into three parts. You can observe these on this picture. First one is western sector, second is middle sector, and the last is eastern sector. In the western sector, we can see the states, that is Jammu and Kashmir and today's Ladakh. In the middle sector, Uttarakhand. In the eastern sector, Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Here, western and eastern sectors are only having the border dispute, and it's around 3400 kilometer. To be precise, it's about 3488 kilometer. And the middle sector, we call it as sticking point. In this point, we don't have any issues. Now you may think, okay, China is not so bad as I am thinking. Then wait, I will tell you why China was not attacking on this part. You know, China intentionally left this part. Yes, that's true, because the reason is its height or altitude, which is favorable for India. That's why China is not creating any dispute in this part, that is middle sector. So, if we are going to study any international relationship between two countries, then it is much needed to study their underlying philosophy. Here, if we see the underlying philosophy of China, China is following Mao-Tse-Tung's philosophy, and we are means India following Nehru and Gandhian philosophy. That means Gandhiji's principles and Nehru's political policy, and it called as Nehru and Gandhian philosophy. In the international diplomacy, it called it as middle path, and the root of Indian diplomacy is middle path. Then what is this middle path? We Indians thought that the problem could be settled peacefully. Our belief is that by sitting down and talking will solve all the problems. As sometimes these beliefs are proven as wrong, because we are going to see the whole world in our own vision. Here, India's situation also the same, and India is following for policy of peaceful coexistence, but China is following Mao's philosophy. Now you may get the question, then who is this Mao? Mao is principal Chinese Marxist theorist and soldier, as well as statesman who led his country's communist revolution and founding father of the People's Republic of China, that is modern China. As all of you know, China is a communist nation. By hearing this word communist, you people may think about Indian Communist Party. Is there any relationship between these two? Of course, they may not connect it directly, but theoretical connection is there. The principle of communist are the same, even though they belongs to the different countries. In this case, I have to say the Mao's impression about India. At the time of China's independence, Mao said that I firmly believe that relying on the brave Communist Party of India and unity and struggle of all Indian patriots, India will certainly not remain long under the yoke of imperialism and its collaborators like Free China. India will one day emerge in the socialist and people's democratic family. That day end the imperialist reactionary era in the history of mankind. Here, in these sentences, Mao expressing his thought about India. According to him, India is stooge of imperialism. This means that even though India is now independent, it cannot be as independent as China. It will still in the hands of imperialists. Here, imperialist means Britishers. This impression of Mao is due to the way India followed, that is, Gandhian philosophy or middle path. He does not believe this middle path, and he don't needed the peaceful coexistence too. He wanted only intact China. If you ask Mao about his concept of intact China, by showing one hand picture, Mao says, "See, this is my strategy. Hand, palm, and finger technique. Here, hand means China, palm is Tibet, finger is 5 Himalayan states." By now, you may have understood how the border dispute between India and China rests entirely on one hand. Here, 5 states are Arunachal Pradesh, Bhutan, Sikkim, Nepal, and Ladakh. Mao tried to conquer these border areas in his time only. That's why China fighting and creating these border disputes in this sector. As I mentioned earlier, being a communist country, China following his founding fathers' philosophy and technique. I think now it will be very clear for you why China is facing off with India in these sectors again and again. Now China is planning to take over Tibetan territory first, and then slowly over the time it's planning to take over the remaining states, that is Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Bhutan, Ladakh and Nepal. If you look at the last 70 years history, it will be clear for you why China is attacking these sectors again and again. This plan of China is called expansionist plan. There is lot of difference between the philosophy and vision of these two countries, that is India and China. In the ancient time, China is called as Middle Kingdom, and now also China wish to called as Middle Kingdom. China wants its historical glory back at any cost. This greed in India is the cause of all controversies, and to complete this desire, China is following Mao's philosophy. So, this is all about reason behind the border issues with China and India. I hope you people enjoyed my video. Please share with your friends and also like and subscribe to my channel. Leave your valuable comments in below comment section. I will be back with next part with interesting factor, so stay tuned. If you want any video lecture of any subject for competitive exams, then comment below. Thank you. Take care and bye bye.